Cybernation Uncensored.
Right, hello everybody. Welcome back to Cybernation Uncensored Fallout Asia. It looks like my camera things did not set up the way I wanted them to, so I'm gonna get those set up. While we do that, I'm going to have my players introduce themselves, and I will be dropping their links over in chat. First thing I want to mention before we start our intros, though, is I'm sorry for 2 weeks of loss. We are back, though, and we should be pretty consistent. Based on my new job, we should continue weekly, but if we do have any days where we are going to be gone, I will make sure to notify everybody ahead of time, both players and our community, because that was my bad for last week. I did not know I would have to work. So, I'm going to have my players start introducing themselves with Raven. So, Raven, go for it.
Hey everyone, I'm Raven. Tonight I'll be playing Camacho, the very handy capable, maybe not for soon for this world, Merc Survivor Camacho. You can catch me all over the internet at Doña Trece Cuervo, and be on the lookout for my high riders. They're coming. Thanks.
All right, thank you, Raven. Johnny, go for it.
Hey everybody, I'm John. Tonight I will be playing Minsky, your neurotic little nurse handybot. You can find me lurking over on the Discord as Johnny Drop. You can find me here now every Friday. Other Sandman3096 in the chat, and if you'd like, you can check out my SoundCloud at Arxen.
Is there new music there yet?
No, I've had a pretty hectic few weeks since our little hiatus, but
fair. But you said but does that mean that there's going to be more soon?
Yeah, things are getting back on track so soon. Just started a new job, so
Congrats.
So yeah, some medical stuff. So back on track, but
very cool. Totally understand.
Back on track. Let's see, Tracy, go for it.
Tracy or SteamFilm007. You can catch me on the chat here, Discord or Twitter. SteamFilm007. I play Xiao, Taiwanese teen troublemaker. Cool. Really hoping that she lives through this episode because I just recently got some cool character art, which you can check out on my Twitter. So yeah, hopefully she lasts at least a couple episodes now. But yeah, that's me.
Thank you. And Violent Neon, go for it.
Hey everyone, I am Violent Neon. You can find me here every Friday as Murphy, the wayward, displaced human thing. And when not here, you can find me every other day of the week on Cybernation Uncensored's Discord as Violent Neon.
Sorry folks, just trying to get my stuff arranged. I just realized my little mini table, because it's been so long. I was back in the corner of the room. Bring it back over so I can get my wonderful D4s together.
Boo.
Everybody's favorite.
Boo.
And ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between, welcome. I am GM Capricious Nature. I am the overseer for our campaign here, and as I mentioned, we've had a couple of weeks here where things just went kind of cray-cray. But we are back. You can find the supplements for Cybernation Uncensored over on cybernationuncensored.com. You can find the Fallout Asia supplement, which I'm hoping and praying to God I will have some more free time soon and be able to finally add in the stat blocks for our black ick bastards. So we'll see how that goes, if free time is forthcoming or not. You can check out the generators that I use and created over on Reddit, and you can find all of my links over on my link tree. If you want to catch me as a player in the somewhat kind of bi-weekly sessions, you can find myself as well as Vampire Bites over on Twitch TV 2D20 Fallout Pack NW. Finally, the Kickstarter for Darren Drader, just want to congratulate him. It went through. It was successful. Yeah, I'm super excited for that. The Reign of Discordia second edition will be published. Darren is continued to working on it and is also working on getting in some new art. So we'll see what goes on with that. It is in a similar vein of our wonderful Raven's High Riders campaign, so I'm looking forward to seeing some outer space shenanigans. Last part on here is our music. Our intro music and our break music are provided by Bass Ape Records, Tim N, as well as 1,000 Reasons, and our background sound as we play, once I've got it finished loading, is sponsored by Sirenscapes. Thank you very much, Sirenscape. Now, I've got all of my stuff set up. Let's do our recap from Shao. So Shao, take it away.
Dear Diary, today I learned that Garlic Greg weren't no good at sneaking, and that Garlic Greg smells way garlicier when him's guts explode all over. We seen a bunch of smokes coming over a spot Greg knew. Camacho and Mensky be like, not us problem, and stay. Murphy and me goes sneaking and peeking over there. But Greg be's like, come on, adventurers! And him's louder than a drum in a minefield. Then we see it. Super huger, grossiest slime monster ever. It were tallest than houses. It got bunches of eyes, and it spotted all of us. Murphy say, sneaky quiet over there and there. Us be sneaky. But Greg be all yell loud. That slime monster squished Greg and him exploded all over. Greg made it garlic. We start sneaky like, and bam! All the slimy monster eyes looks at me. I runs fast, and it throwed slime and hurt me leg real bad, and I still runs fast. And Murphy played hide between its feet, almost squished. It seen Camacho and throwed slime on her and broke her new leg. That big dummy meanie had. Diary, today we gets lots of exercise and saw new things.
Lots of exercise, love it. That is true. Lots of exercise. But yeah, we have our players right now facing down against, as Australis plays requested with the negative plot twist, the equivalent of a super mutant behemoth, which is a 18th level enemy, and my players are 4th level. And so I told them that one of the big rewards once they're done dealing with this annoying big baddie is the fact that, well, this is a massively higher challenge. They will actually be able to achieve one of their milestones that I have set up for them, and they will be able to level up after dealing with this this setback. What's up? The chat? Is everything alright, Raven?
It was geared more towards Australis' want.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh shit, what did I do? Well, what did I do? I threw a fucking super mutant behemoth at you because Australis Plays requested it. Who is not brave enough to be in our chat right now? So when they show up, players, feel free. Go ahead and throw all the shade. But that was our negative plot twist, and what's happening right now is we are at our turn order. I need Tracy. I need you to have shall added into the turn order. So please click on your token and add that into the turn order.
Yep. I forgot I deleted my guy, so I can get a new picture.
New pictures are always fun. There we go. And the one thing that was not mentioned from the recap is this blue cap that is right here. Camacho, with very, very quick thinking, decided that as the lot of you finally got out of that driveway down from this house up on the hill, Camacho decided to throw down a plasma mine. And so there is now a plasma mine in between the lot of you and this, well, not super mutant behemoth, but behemoth black slime, whatever you guys want to call them. It is in between the lot of you. Now, what happened with our last round is that it used its distance attack again, and it hits Camacho. Camacho's leg, which is a prosthetic, got damaged, and that was where we ended off with all of this, as the lot of you, as well as our wonderful Minsky saying, "Oh shit, I should have turned around." That's where we ended off, as all of you started heading the opposite direction. Now I'm going to turn on our Sirenscape and get our mood set, and we are going to jump straight into this. Let's see. Can we hear it?
Yes.
Go. Right. So yeah, this behemoth of a creature literally grabs a part of itself and throws it. It's hurled through the air and it smacks against Camacho's leg, similar to what happened to Shao. These black spikes sticking out of the oh god, I keep wanting to say amputation. It's not amputation. Sticking out of the prosthetic leg that I believe, Camacho, you said you were going to detach and then start running / hobbling away.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is where we are at. We had our attack and our movement, and Camacho, you are first up. So, what do you do?
Exactly that. Just then quick disconnect the leg and get away as quickly as I can. As disadvantaged at the moment as I am.
I'll go ahead and roll me a check on. 1 second, let me fill that up. Go ahead and give me a check on athletics endurance. Let's see, are you able to get 1 zone or 2 zones? 1 success, 1 zone, 2 successes, 2 zones. Right. So for your action, you're able to disconnect, but with your major action, you do not move. Do you want to use a luck and reroll?
Yeah, I'll reroll both.
Okay. And remember, this is your major action, not the minor action. The minor action will be your move. All right, there we go. So with the reroll, you're able to disconnect and immediately start moving. And with that and your minor action, you're able to exit that zone. And so you're able to get away from the prosthetic. You said that you're leaving it behind. do you yell to anybody to grab it or pick it up, or are you just gonna leave it there?
It's getting left there. If there's any of that whatever that is, I don't want it.
All right, so you start bolting down the road that you had just come back up to try and get back for Shao and Murphy.
I should have just killed what's left of my conscience or whatever good emotion like a bit of sympathy that I had and just kept going.
Hey, you went back and you made the wise decision. You dropped that plasma mine, so we will be seeing what's going on with that when we get to our next round. Minsky, you see Camacho detach the leg and literally fucking haul ass. You have not seen somebody with one leg move that fast before. And Camacho gets literally out of that area itself. What are you doing now that you've seen this creature? You've seen it throw literally a piece of itself. What are you doing?
Minsky is going to stick to his regrets. Not quite a dash, because he's going to stop by Camacho and say, "Here, maybe this will help." And I'll toss her my cane.
Okay, so you toss a cane over. Go ahead and we'll do one roll for that really quick. Give me a throwing agility check. Alright, so you throw the cane in the general direction of Camacho. Do you want to use a luck and re-roll either of those, or no?
Oh, God, it could go so much worse. I'll use one luck.
Okay. All right, there we go. So you're able to toss it, and you get it all the way over to Raven, as you are catching up. Or sorry, not Raven. You get it over to Camacho, as you are catching up with Camacho, and Camacho, he tosses the cane to you. Do you grab it?
Yes.
All right. So you've got the cane to assist with your movement, and you've still got one of the prosthetics on, so you're all good for that. And we've got your movement forward. So Murphy, what the heck are you doing?
I am going to go at this point. I no longer care about being stealthy because it keeps catching up to me as I'm stealthing. So I'm going to beeline it, and I'm just going to be like, "Hey, give it the finger," and run as fast as I can the other direction, where the group is going. But my entire movement, action, extra act, whatever I can do, is going to get the fuck away from it.
All right. So that'll be double movement. You bolt out past both Camacho and Minsky as you are literally just like panic running away from this gigantic creature. You've been seeing what it's been doing. You were up there at the top of the hill when it initially came around the corner. Yes.
As I pass by them, all they hear is me going, "Nope, nope, 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 nope," and they may or may not catch the whiff of something pungent.
Oh, that's fun. Minsky, you most definitely do, because you have those extra sensors. You definitely catch the whiff of something pungent, and it's not that creature.
And it's not it's not an all-out blast, but there's a little. I mean, something like that is definitely going to make something turtle.
Most definitely.
Murphy, get your shit together!
I'm trying!
More so get your shit back in. And yes, Vampire, good call. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody in between, take a drink. Right, so...
Coming out is making me go faster. Fuck off.
It always reminds me of that flash animation from like the beginning of the internet when it's the bear chasing after the rabbit and the rabbit just poops its jet, like flies away, and I was just like, oh my god.
Yes, that is Murphy.
Got it. All right, Shao. You're in the wake of this wonderful pungent odor as the entire party starts bolting away. Your leg is injured though, and so because of that, your maximum movement, unless it is healed up, well, it's 1. So what are you gonna do?
So actually, it is healed up because if you remember when I got hit, I used some action points or something. I was able to get a stim pack in my leg, so that counts as a treatment for the leg, but it doesn't give me HP.
Right? Yeah, it's the temporary treatment. Okay, you are right.
Yep.
Thank you for the
So,
correction.
But if I take any more damage, I'm in trouble. To that leg. So I am running as fast as I can. If it is possible to grab Camacho's leg as I run by, then I will. But if it will slow me down at all, then I'm not going to.
That would be unwise.
But I'm scared shitless.
Well, we've got somebody else who's also scared shitless. Yeah. So, all right.
No, he's he's scared as shit. I'm scared shitless.
Okay.
No pungent stuff.
No, he's scared and he's packing a load.
All right. So, Shao, are you going to be running in the same direction?
Yeah, I'm going to be running in the same direction as everybody else. Can I grab Camacho's leg as a minor action?
Go ahead and give me a. Well, and that'll be. So one action would be used to move, the other one would be used to grab. Period.
Yeah, so I'd want to use my major action to run.
That would be ill-advised. It's impaled with something.
Go ahead and give me an athletics endurance. And this is going to be, and I'm sorry, I'm not going to comply with your request quite yet, Violent Neon, but this is going to be a 1d4, it's DV1.
Nope, not happening.
Alright, do you want to use luck? Because you got a 19 on
I'm
there?
out.
You're out of luck?
It's a DV1, so...
I'm just saying that there's a
complication.
19. Did you want to reroll?
No, I don't have any luck.
Alright.
I spent it surviving last time.
All right. You run over the leg, and your fast movement. You knock the thing over, and it skids down on the ground as you attempt to pick it up while running, and you are unable to grab it. So the entire party at this point is quite literally just running. All of you are bolting, and yes, I saw the joke from our wonderful Vampire Bites. Bolt isn't anywhere close. Bolt's over in Pacific Northwest. No, all 4 of them are bolting. Even if Bolt himself is over there. We have our group running, and as this thing continues to come down the road, it does not see the the plasma mine that was left behind by Camacho. And so as it comes down this roadway, this driveway, it's lumbering, it is not paying any attention to where its feet are going, and as it's coming down, the mine goes off. And so, Camacho, go ahead and roll damage for the plasma mine. Holy Mother of God. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what is the effect on plasma?
It doesn't have one. I didn't see one.
No.
Where are you at, weapons? It's the GM. There we go. Alright, so looking for a plasma one. Because plasma to my knowledge uses or releases radiation damage or something along those lines.
So do
No,
I.
it doesn't have any damage effects, but plasma uses either physical or energy, I think.
Yeah,
whichever
that's the
lower.
type. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's just energy damage. Okay. Let's throw medium. All right. So yeah, the mine goes off. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, go ahead and roll 1d20 for location. Because that is critical damage. So a 15 that will be put at the left leg. So you literally, as this thing goes off underfoot, you literally blow off this thing's amalgam of legs and goop. It literally flies off of the thing's body as it collapses down onto the ground. It is literally stuck writhing on the ground at this point. Give me 1 second to double check on the HP. Okay.
I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking because I don't want to give you any ideas.
No. What? Wait, Shama, booyah, why not? I love getting ideas.
And I'm not gonna say it.
Give me 1 second. I might be a teacher, but I'm not a math teacher, so I need to use a calculator real quick. So we've got... it did those. Has anybody else shot this thing yet?
No, we
not.
all ran.
Alright, and then the damage that you did was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh wow! All right. So you not only blew this thing's leg off as the leg or the amalgam of legs fly away, as this thing quite literally collapses down to the ground. It seems as if all of these different amalgam of body parts and animals and humans, they literally fall apart. They no longer seem to be connected to each other as this massive wave of concussive blast explodes past, and it no longer seems to be in a solid state anymore. It seems to be scattered and spread out across the ground as this black ooze just kind of leaks out of it onto the road. GM information for all y'all, it is dead. So, we are out of turn order. What are you guys gonna do?
I'm on my way to
That was cool.
my wheelchair.
Oh yeah, you left your wheelchair up the road, right? Okay. And are all of you just still running?
There's no more noise behind us after the boom.
No. After that massive, explosive, and concussive blast, you hear the loud thump of this thing hitting the ground, but it no longer seems to be making any kind of yelling, groaning, or any of those odd like croaks that it was making earlier.
Yeah, Minsky's got his 360 vision, so he probably sees this thing just blast to pieces.
Yeah.
Garfield, slow
like-
down. And
Hold on!
immediately, Minsky, can we use your flame leg to scorch the black goo out of his Xiao's leg?
I mean, hold it under my butt?
Yes.
Might hurt a bit.
I think it would be better for Xiao to be in a little bit of pain for us to kill that black ick than to become one of those again.
We could just amputate.
We could, but
You know,
Xiao may
we
want
should
to
probably
keep
get the
her leg.
legs before we do that. So, yeah, I think you'll need to do something, but don't scorch it too bad.
I think I think scorching the leg will be better than losing the leg, and then also once you have that scorched, if you wouldn't mind, maybe following, we could maybe do the same thing for Camacho's other leg to salvage it. That way, there's no more black ick in it either, and that one you could scorch as much as you want, as long as it doesn't brittle the metal.
So as you are talking and giving these suggestions, Camacho, you've hobbled your way over to your wheelchair. You can hear the little electric buzzing of it as it's sitting there, and you hear a thunk, 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 as your prosthetic leg, somewhat scorched by this plasma explosion, lands next to you, and you can see that the prosthetic leg, the metal spikes that had been stuck into it, or the spikes from the monster, they seem to have been blown out of it, and so you just see the holes, the entry and exit holes along the leg itself as it clunks down onto the ground next to you.
I still say scorch it one more time just to be safe.
I'm not touching that yet until I know it for a fact that it's it's freaking there's no organism on it.
Yeah. I'd say one silver scorch from Minsky's butt, and one silver scorch from Minsky's butt on Camacho's, or on Xiao's leg. I think we need to have that happen right now.
So do you want to make any perception checks? Do you want to make a medicine check, or do you just want to start setting shit on fire?
Let's start with a little medicine action.
Okay. What are you checking out?
I'll start seeing what the sort of damage and sort of veinage is in Xiao's leg, seeing if it's sort of working its way up yet.
All right.
If maybe I'll be able to scorch it out with my thruster.
Okay.
Under thruster.
Thunder thruster. All right. I'm gonna roll
For your
4
knowledge,
DB.
I have 4 hit points left. So
It's gonna be a DB2. So go ahead and roll intelligence medicine.
Death by friendly fire.
Does this count towards my? Oh no, I don't think it. My Hold on one second. Okay, yeah, no, never mind. It doesn't apply to my perks.
Oh my lord, hold on. My brain, that took a way too long. Freaking friendly fire, Raven. My god, the pun. That took my brain way too long to catch. Holy
I'll
shit.
go ahead and use a luck.
Alright. That would probably be a smart idea. Oh, holy shit. Okay, that is a critical success. So that, do you want something positive, or do you want AP? Because we have no AP.
Let's start with
Positive.
something positive.
All right. Something positive is as you check down on Xiao's leg, you're trying to figure out exactly what was going on with this poor ghoul's little leg. You recognize immediately that the spikes that are stuck inside of Xiao's leg, they seem to be kind of melting. They seem to be liquefying and not staying in a fully solid form. And the positive aspect is that all of these drips and drops seems to just be going down onto the pavement, where you see it just hit the pavement of the road, and you don't see it moving or respiking or anything like in the past.
Xiao, in my professional opinion, I mean, I can still burn your leg if you want, but it seems like all of these spikes and whatnot were connected to the whole amalgam that we were just being chased down by. I might not have to burn your leg at all. Unless you want me to.
I'd say,
I think I'm okay.
Xiao, I understand that, and you know that we have your best interest. I think even just a little bit of burning might go a long way. Just a teeny bit would be... I'd rather be safe than sorry and have a little bit of burned leg, just to be sure, than say, no, you're good, and not worry about it. Because I don't want... I have seen... Number one, I don't want you to turn into a little one of those. And I've seen how aggressive our other colleague got. So, maybe just a teeny scorch?
That still sounds like it'll hurt a lot.
Oh, most definitely.
How much hit points do you heal with your medical check?
A decent amount. What is it?
I think it's rank in the skill, and then if you have the healer for yeah, your rank.
Yeah, so 6.
Oh, sorry.
Hold on 1 second, folks. Mute myself for a minute.
Minsky can heal you, and then I can assist.
Scorch me. I mean, if you guys really think I need to burn, I don't wanna.
Just a little bit of branding, also.
Yeah,
Okay.
I really do think a little bit of burning... Not a brand, but I really do think a little bit of burning will be better safe than sorry. And you're in great care with... Remember, Minsky was... Well, you weren't there, but Minsky was able to take something out of my abdomen. You're in the best care with Minsky. And maybe, Minsky, could you...
I
patch her up a little bit to make her... No, but see, that's just it. Legs are less intensive than stomach.
If only you'd seen the first time I tried to remove this stuff from somebody.
So, I think...
It didn't go well.
But that's because you tried to just remove it surgically without having it burned, right?
I mean, I suppose.
Yeah. So I'd say maybe let Minsky patch you up a little bit, and then just like a tiny little burn, just to make sure it's all out of you.
Only because you guys are friends.
And I will even toss in a mutt fruit.
Yeah, I just... Fine.
Here's
I mean, it's up to y'all. At this point, I deem it an elective operation, but you know, it's your body.
Here's a mutt fruit.
Wait, electricity too?
No. Optional.
Optional electricity. Oh, I don't want that.
No, just a little bit of a burn. You get a mutt fruit and medical care.
Where did electricity come into play? I'm lost.
It didn't. We're
He said
okay.
elective.
Yep.
This young one does not quite comprehend the medical lingo.
Correct. So let's go ahead and get our precious little one patched up. Here's
Let's
mutt
get it
fruit to
over
eat.
with.
All right. Do you want the carrot or the stick first?
Carrot first. I think that'll
That
be
was a
better.
mutt fruit.
Here, I gave you the mutt fruit. Minsky's going to
Confused.
Minsky's going to heal you up a little bit first, and then burn you, so that the burning isn't going to hurt as much.
All right, go ahead and roll. All right, so that's one success. For healing with your ability, what does that come out to?
Like versus the DV.
Well, it's just a DV1 because there's only one injury.
Okay, yeah, then it's just 6.
Okay, so there's six
Like it's
six
mid
health. And Camacho,
That's gonna be re-rolled.
okay.
I'm trying to assist.
Get a little too excited with the fire there. You're like, burn it.
I thought we were branding too. No, okay.
No.
Hey, I want to see the brand first.
There we go. So it's 2 successes. What would that be with your skill set?
It's just if you pass, it's you just heal the medicine plus 1 for me.
Okay.
So I think that would just be an extra success, which AP question mark?
Huh?
Actually, that so what that will do.
Additional help.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. If it would provide
I
additional.
mean, I think you could spend extra AP to get extra health out of it.
Yeah. Do you know what we're gonna do for this is? With the assist, I'll let it increase, because that's 1 success. I'll let it increase based on Camacho's medicine level. So, Camacho, you're 3. Okay, so that's an additional 3 HP for Shao.
Alright, I only need 2 of that, so I'm at 12, which is my max.
Wow, so you're fully healed now.
Yes.
And then you're
And now
gonna
the boost.
and then now we're gonna burn you a little bit.
Yeah, so, as the 2 of you are wrapping up Shao and taking care of the injury and all that stuff, you can see during all of this that the this spike literally has just kind of slothed its way out. It's kind of fallen out and is liquefying on the ground slowly but surely. It's no longer staying in a solid form. The 2 of you continue working on Shao for a couple of minutes, and by the time you're done, it's literally just become kind of a black, metallic-ish puddle on the ground.
Like I said, I mean, this next part seems elective, but you all think it's best.
Hey,
Yes.
you said no electricity!
Elective. Optional. No electricity.
Wait, I have a choice?
Of course.
Oh, well, hello! That's a terrible way. I'm gonna go grab a stick and poke the puddle of black stuff.
All right. So Shao pulls away before you can start setting Shao's leg on fire. Dear Lord.
I hope this. Please don't let this bite us in the ass later.
Yeah.
I have no ass.
He has
Bite you
thunder
in the
thruster.
thunder thruster later.
There you go. All right, and we still have the issue of Camacho's prosthetic as well. Camacho, you said you didn't want to touch the thing until you were sure. What do you want to do?
Burn it. Burn it, burn it, burn it. Just to, like, cleanse it with fire.
I'm gonna stick the cane through where one of the spikes went.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick it up and bring it towards Minsky and just ask him to hover over the prosthetic when I set it down.
Right. Minsky, go ahead and roll 1 combat dice, please.
Okay, Camacho, just give me a second. Increasing thruster power!
Thunder! Thunder!
Thunder thruster! Ah!
Sorry, I had to add in sound effects for that. As you
perfect.
as you you increase your thruster capacity, it just kind of bathes the prosthetic in this heat. It's made out of metal. It conducts the heat. It turns kind of reddish underneath, but it doesn't seem to sustain any real damage from the thruster. The cane, on the other hand, which is wooden, sets on fire.
I set the prosthetic down and I withdrew the cane.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she did say she set it down for him to hover over.
Okay, then no cane fire then. I wasn't going to break it, but I was just going to say it's on fire. Do you want to put it out? But all right, yeah. So the prosthetic does not receive any additional damage, and it seems to be red hot.
Looks good. You might want to wait a second before putting it back on, but...
So
I'm gonna let it cool off.
we no longer have the person we were escorting. I don't want to touch the fleshy bits to see if there's anything in there. Do we want to see if we can find anything to salvage within what's left of this town?
How about no?
Okay.
I mean, what's the worst that could
I
happen?
mean, if this thing is dead and it was all, like, everything was absorbed into it...
Well,
It's not
I
moving.
I won't be touching it. So
I'm not talking about touching it. I'm talking about going to the town that it came out of because it looks like we killed everything that was in it here.
oh,
So, but I'm
okay.
not talking about touching it. Hell
Okay.
no. No.
Okay. I misunderstood. I'm tracking.
It's okay. So, shall we go see what we can find in this town? I mean, if there were enough people to make it that size in there, surely there's some stuff.
Salvage. Finders keepers.
Yeah. Wouldn't want to let anything go to waste, right?
Possession is 9/10 of the law.
You better hold your nose. Frank smells garlickier after he got smushed.
It couldn't possibly be worse than what's going on in Murphy's pants right now.
Hey, look, nothing came out.
Oh,
just,
it was.
just the aroma came out. And yeah, no, the garlic... Again, we're staying away from the smush bit guy thing, the fleshy bits. We're staying away... all of the garlic was absorbed. It's over there. We're going to walk around it and go to the town and loot the town, not the fleshy, corpsey, blobby bits.
It wasn't really a town. It was kind of a house, like little home
Singular?
set. Yeah, it was just a
Still,
multi-family house.
there's possibly multi-family accessories or accoutrements inside it that didn't get absorbed into it.
Equally so, there also might be some remnants of whatever this was.
But it might have also died if signs point to it dies like it's a hive mind type thing and is dead too, then we're probably okay. I'm not saying let's just go waltz in and, without being cautious. But we could be cautious and still come out the better for it.
Yeah, we could let Murphy go first.
I'll go first.
Put
I
some
might
skin
just
in.
sit here
put
and
some
hover
skin.
over the goo pile to make sure it, stays goo.
I am all for that.
Have Murphy put some skin in the game.
I put skin in the game. What the hell are you talking about? Just because I didn't get injured. I almost got stepped on 4 fucking times.
But you didn't get injured, yes.
Again. semantics. Just because I didn't get injured doesn't mean my skin's not in the game. Just means
Okay.
I'm better at preserving it.
Let us go.
Oh, Australis Place is
Ideally, no
back,
one's-
folks. You wanna go ahead and level your complaints?
Take that, Australis. Take that. We incinerated your little blob.
Big ass blob.
Love you, buddy.
Yeah, this is for the negative. That was not okay.
Oh no, the negative plot twist was me. It was Australis Place that decided on the behemoth.
Right, exactly. That, again, yeah.
Oh god.
I say again, thanks a lot.
Well, Australis is now threatening you guys with their own negative plot twist, a house mimic. I don't think house mimics exist, Australis. I'm gonna give that one a no. that's insanity to me. But whatever floats your boat for whatever you wanna deal with. It's your points to spend. But our players here. Do you?
We reject.
Oh, go ahead.
We reject playing with Baba Yaga's house.
Yeah. So no Baba Yaga's house, no chicken legs. This is not Vader Zim, so we are not going to have a house of chicken legs. What I need Camacho to do is, Camacho, please roll me a repair intelligence for the prosthetic. This thing's got holes in it. You've set it on fire. You got to make this thing operational. Otherwise, it's going to be like walking on a peg.
Hey, Camacho, I mean, medicine's more my strong suit, but if you need a hand, I could maybe assist a little bit,
Okay,
possibly.
please do. One success.
Spending all my luck today.
See, you two are just making up for all the luck that Shao and I spent last game. Like, we don't have any because of last game.
All right, there we go. We got 2 successes there. So yes, you're able to successfully get the leg repaired. For some reason, I'm not sure why the Sirenscape seems to be playing people. So I'm going to refresh it. Let's see if I can get that fixed.
There's a ghost in the house.
It's the house mimic.
Oh god! Don't make that a thing unless you want to make
Garlic
it a
Rex
thing.
glitched again.
Don't make it a thing.
I think it's just Garlic Greg. He glitched again. You know, he stayed like talking, but like not even there. Stuck in the floor or something.
Get this fixed up. I think it's from cloth flapping, maybe, that has the people. So I'm gonna replay that. Nope, it's not from
That's
cloth
people.
flapping. How odd. Where is that coming from?
Eerie.
There it goes.
Don't hear
Recent-
people anymore.
Recently dead, and they're refusing to leave the mortal coil.
I think that was it. Okay. It wasn't cloth flapping. It is, in fact, howling wind that has people in it.
Quite odd.
No, because this is howling wind.
The ghost in the machine.
I am so confused now. Whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna switch over to interiors because you guys are heading up the hill. So a lot of you are making your way back up the road itself. And cloth flapping. Vampire Bites Sirenscape has all of the little moods and elements and stuff, and I've put together my own set called Fallout 2D20 Custom Set Wasteland Asia, and I'm trying to reduce the random chatter in the background because there shouldn't be groups of people.
I think you may have misread what he typed.
Cloth flapping?
Take out the L.
Yeah, stands out.
Oh, yay, dyslexia. Cloth flapping. Okay, yes, that's a totally different. Jesus Christ. All right. Well, thank you very much, Crosswire, for the 100 bits. And either dash. Yeah. So, no cloth fapping, but everybody take a drink. Delicious cloth fapping. So, you two, both of you, have worked together to get the prosthetic repaired. You're able to get it functional again. You're able to get it strapped back onto your leg. And with the DV2, you successfully passed, and so you're able to repair the leg, so it is no longer considered an injured spot anymore. So you're able to walk normally with it. It still does have the through holes from where it was penetrated. Wink, wink. But the prosthetic is functional.
A character.
Try that again.
It's got character.
Oh, it's got character. Yes, it's got some character nouns, some battle scratches. But the lot of you are now heading back up that road, and you're passing the former site of this plasma mine, and you can see that the plasma mine itself, after going off, has literally taken out part of the road because the road was like somewhat paved. It's old. It's dealt with heat buckling and earthquakes, and now it's a somewhat crater filled in with a very large number of, well, detached body parts and this black goo and ick and what look to be organs, as well as, you know, all the fun stuff. And exuded from this pile is also the very strong scent of garlic, as cooking garlic, as the lot of you are walking past it, so you can smell the burning hair, the burning flesh, and this delicious.
But I didn't like that spot of the road, anyways.
But you pass this pile, and it does not seem to be moving. It does not seem to be getting back up, and it does not seem to be reforming.
Definitely gonna poke it. Oh. You gotta poke that thing.
All right. You poke it, and it seems as if the body parts that you poke, they just seem to be now rotting body parts. They kind of squish underneath the tip of your stick.
I think it's bad.
Let's keep going, and let's go explore that house.
Oh. Alright.
Oh shit! ELH reading in with
snap.
Party of 14. Thank you very much for the raid, ELH. Welcome everybody. We're doing Fallout 2D20 Asia. So thank you very much for joining us. And yeah, a lot of you pass this pile and make your way up the hill back towards this house. And as I said, it's one of those multi-generational homes that a lot of older and rural families across Asia live in. These people had been living their post-apocalyptic best lives inside of this building and trying to make their way across the last couple of decades until this monstrosity came by. And a lot of you head on up there, and you can see where the smear was from Greg, the garlic farmer, and you can see the the damage that was done to the garage itself, the overhang. What are you all gonna do?
I'm going to go into the house and see what I can acquire.
All right, so you want to start searching in the house. What is everybody else
Yes.
doing?
So I'm gonna let Murphy go and be like, I'm not going in first. But then once he's out of sight, I want to sneak up on him and scare the shit out of him.
All right.
Because that just sounds like something I would need to do.
Yep.
So, I'll probably screw it up.
Camacho, what are you going to be doing?
I'm gonna wait a few minutes before entering after Murphy and Xiao. Just waiting to see if there's any more, if Murphy lets out any kind of a blood-curdling scream.
All right. And Minsky, what would you like to do?
Minsky's actually just gonna keep a watch outside. A couple stalks trained on that goo pile just to be super safe.
All right. So Minsky keeping watch outside, and we've got Camacho out there as well. We've got we've got Xiao, who very handily sneaks in through one of the little side entrances, and sneaks their way up on Murphy, who is inside this building now. And what are you gonna do, Xiao?
So I'm gonna leap out from nowhere, right? And I'm gonna yell something. I think I'm gonna yell. I'm gonna yell, "Come on, adventurers!" Like Garlic Red kept yelling at us. We got totally screwed.
All right. So you are going to torment Murphy with the sound of Greg the Garlic Farmer. All right, Murphy. Yeah, you hear what sounds similar to old the Garlic Farmer Greg saying, "Come on, adventurers!" You hear that coming from another one of the rooms next to where you're at.
Would I have had a chance to spot?
Go ahead and roll Perception Survival.
Perception survival. Okay.
Xiao ruining it for everybody. No, you did not
Nope.
see Xiao sneak in at all. Xiao was super sneaky.
Okay. Saw the monster die. And it sounds like it's coming from inside the house.
It is coming from inside the house.
Okay. I know Greg became part of the thing, and that's outside.
Yeah, you already
So-
walked past his splat on the ground.
Yeah. So,
Blood curdling
might
scream.
be a little, no, would be a little startled at the voice and the noise, but logic would override.
Okay. All right, so a little startled, but not flipping out.
Greg, I saw you die. I'm not willing to escort you any further. I think your garlic's gonna kind of rot here.
Come on, adventurers! Where did you go, adventurers?
Shao, why don't you search that room that you're in?
That's for you! I'm only searching because I want to.
Okay.
All right, so Murphy calls the bluff of Shao as Shao attempts to unnerve the poor foreigner, and Camacho, Minsky, neither of you hear any blood curdling screams, but you do hear the voices of Shao and Murphy. Oh, screw you! I'm only doing it because I want. You can hear that from the outside.
After that, I enter.
Right. And Murphy, what are you doing? Are you going to keep your eyes outside on watch, trying to keep a stalk on the pile, or are you going to make your way inside?
That's Minsky.
Minsky, not Murphy. Sorry.
No, I'm still keeping watch.
Okay.
I'm enjoying the smell of roasted garlic in the air.
Yes, it is. It is quite pleasant. It literally smells like a barbecue at this point because it's roasting meat and garlic. So yeah.
Wouldn't the meat be putrid?
That's actually
Roasting
a good
people on an
question.
open fire.
You don't know
On a
how
plasma
long
fire?
they've been dead, unless you want to try and roll a medicine intelligence check. You can try and figure out how long they've been dead. Otherwise, you don't know. It smells
I'd
like
leave it
roasting
at
meat.
that.
Okay. Yep, just smells like roasting meat and garlic.
Nut fruit, mute fruit, same.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Potato. Butt fruit, mute fruit. It's all good. What I would like the three of you who are going in and searching around for, what I would like you to do is please roll me a perception survival check as you are plundering around inside the building. Start off with Shao here. So, Shao, go ahead and hold on one moment. Location. There we go. Go ahead and roll me a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll me a 1d6, please. All right. So that is other. You discover some chems inside of the bathroom that you had tried hiding in to startle Murphy as Murphy was coming into the house, and you actually find what looked to be a container of pre-war antibiotics, something that is extremely rare and extremely hard to find. Roll me another 1d6. Let's see what else you find. Right. While you are in there, you find the antibiotics. You also find what looks like a partially. Oh no, never mind. Sorry, it wouldn't be partially. You find what looks to be because you don't peel them. You find a gourd. You find a chilling out inside of the bathroom. Looks like somebody was going to be having their meal or possibly ran into there. On the other hand, we have Camacho and Murphy. The two of you, as you're going around inside of the building, what you notice most of all is that the appliances, the furniture, the windows, things seems to be smashed and destroyed. There are blood smears and black smears all over the place. The doors themselves seems as if people were hiding inside of rooms and the doors were smashed open, similar to what happened at the temple. The ground itself seems to be very much so stained with miscellaneous colors and very sticky textures. but you do not really find anything of high value.
Oh, it was worth a shot.
That's enough for me. I walk out of the building.
Yep, I follow suit.
I'm gonna come running out with the antibiotic. I'll like, Minsky, look what I found!
Oh my god! I haven't seen these in eons.
I'll give it to you.
I'd be honored.
Here. I'm gonna give you the antibiotics. You probably know best when to use them.
Yep, I'll just shove that in my doctor's coat.
Oh yeah, you're flying around while wearing a doctor's coat and carrying that pimp cane.
I also have a hat on.
Yes, I believe you do.
Yes.
Didn't you decide it was like a
fancy
top hat?
Yeah.
Yeah, to go along with the cane. Mm-hmm.
So we've got a top hat, a pimp cane, and a doctor's jacket. But yes, the actual building itself, it seems to have been pretty badly wrecked as this thing wreaked havoc within the building itself. Xiao was the only one who found anything of value. One of them extremely rare, and the other food that could be picked from the area if it was farmed. Minsky, you take the antibiotics from Xiao, and as you are looking around, as the lot of you are standing there, the surrounding area, this kind of semi-forested area on the side of the mountain, it seems to be pretty peaceful. It seems to be pretty quiet, and the area itself. If it hadn't been the site of a massacre of probably 20 or more people, would have been quite the ideal place to live.
Well, nothing to report on out here. And then you hear like a little intake fan whirring, and it's just like a. I love the smell of roasted garlic.
Oh my goodness. That's what's doing it. Wasteland Wandering is the one that has the talking. I thought it was just
Interesting.
music. Very odd.
But if you're wandering in the wasteland, then
Wait, no, I turned it off. Where
there's still
where is that
voices.
chattering coming from? Like I'm
The ghost in the machine.
I think you were best off just pretending we don't hear it and make Cap feel like he's crazy.
Hear what?
y'all are bullies.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
reclaim my wheelchair now. Right around like Professor X.
Professor X. All right. So yeah, the all of you start heading back down, and you know to your left, you can head back towards the settlement that you had come from, which was the settlement of Shuili, and you know that Greg the garlic farmer was heading north towards the city. Now, a lot of you can see because you are on the side of a mountain, quite literally. You can see that there is in the distance the very gradual slope of this mountain coming down, and the road continues to snake down the road itself. Greg had mentioned something about another settlement that he had frequently visited, but you do not know where it was at. So what are you guys going to do after Camacho goes and gets their wheelchair?
Do we want to go back to that other settlement to see if there's anybody else to escort, which they probably wouldn't want to hire us since the person we were supposed to escort is now dead?
That was through no fault of our own.
I
Yeah,
don't.
I mean, we could just fly.
We could, but how would we have been back so soon?
We're really quick.
Yeah, I don't want to go back that way. We already walked
Yeah.
there. It's boring.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm kind of.
plan was to sort of head north anyway, so.
Yeah, I'd say let's kind of let's keep going the way we were going to go, just without the talkative fellow.
Typical teenager. Bored now. Keep going.
Yeah, let's I guess continue that way,
So
and I'll start walking that way.
northwest.
The way that we were headed before Greg was like, "Hey, adventurers, let's go be retarded."
That was a pretty good invitation.
Sorry, wrong word. Let's go be dumb.
All right,
Less
so
intelligent.
let's go be dumb. I'll take that. Because Greg was quite dumb.
Yeah.
Most assuredly, the lot of you are capable of dealing with the stuff in the wasteland better than Greg. Albeit he was a farmer, he was only a wild garlic farmer, so not that much in survival instincts. But the lot of you head back out onto the road, and you start heading, as I said, it's a northwest direction down these winding roads. What I would like all of you to do for me really quick is please give me a athletics endurance check. Camacho, I will need it from you. You're wearing the prosthetics. You're not in the wheelchair, or are you riding the wheelchair?
No, I'm not. I said I was riding it like Professor X.
Okay.
So,
Then what I would need you to do would give me a survival endurance.
All I can think about right now is green jello.
I didn't throw a gelatinous cube at you. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, because of their song, "The Bear Went Over the Mountain." Green Jello's a band that had to change their name to Green Jelly because Jello, the company, tried suing them over royalties of the name. And in the 90s, they had a song called "The Bear Went Over the Mountain." They also did one about the Three Little Pigs.
yeah.
Is that like little pigs,
Yes!
let me.
Yep.
Oh, so good.
Yep, but they did this. The bear went over the mountain to see what he could see. The other side of the mountain was all that he could see.
Right.
And it's just like a pirate shanty rant in this metal voice. It's absurd and hilarious and fantastic.
I'm gonna have to look.
Minus
it up.
twos in the chat if you get that reference. Minus twos in the chat. Thank you very much.
Wait, what? But it's pronounced green jello. No, it's pronounced jelly. No. Yeah. So, sorry, I'm getting a little bit too distracted because now I want to look it up. Murphy, we've got a success. Chow, success. Camacho, we've got a crit success. For the crit success, do you want an AP or do you want something positive?
Bank some AP.
Right. So this is our first point of AP in quite some time, and a lot of you start heading down the side of this mountain. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put us on our BioBreak screen, and for our players, this is a chance right now to take a moment, take a look at your stats, and start making your way up to 5.
How do I do that?
You can chat with our players here because they've done it already, but you're going to increase the XP until it jumps up into the next level. We'll be back in a few minutes, folks, and I'm going to leave our mics hot so you can chat with our players and give them feedback or not shit talk them, Australis. Don't be shit talking to players. Be back in a few minutes.
Right, so if any one of you is sending around. So I increase my XP to the next level, and then what does that get me?
So I think we're at like 600 right now, and it should increase to 1,000.
Yep.
That should automatically increase your level, and I believe your HP.
Yep.
And then I think you just add a. Do you pick a perk?
Yeah, so you're going to get a perk and a skill point.
Yep.
For the skill point, you have to go to the attributes and abilities like section
Which is just
of the
a
character
special.
sheet.
Okay.
And what?
It's just the special section.
Okay, so I increase an attribute point, and that's it?
A skill point, not an attribute.
Okay.
Like, when you're like art or
Oh, okay.
whatever,
I click
not
the
a
tab
special.
to go over to skills. Okay, indicate which skill. And so it goes up by 1 point?
Yep.
Yeah, you get one more skill point. The added level automatically gives you your hit point, and then you get one perk. And the perk, you can touch yourself on the perk. Yeah.
So XP goes up. When you said I get an AP, what do you mean by that? An action point?
No. So your level goes up, and then it should automatically increase your maximum health points.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, HP. Yeah, I said HP.
HP. Okay, sorry. I heard AP. Sorry about that. Okay. And then, so my HP goes up automatically. I increase one of my skill points, and that's it? Oh, and I get a perk?
And then you get a perk, yep.
Okay.
Just keep an eye on, like, the level requirements for him.
Yeah. Let's see. Perk. So. Welcome back. Can't hear you.
I'm back.
Aha, welcome back. So, hit point went up. I increased my, and I guess I'm going to be reiterating this, but I increased my survival by 1, and then I took the perk, the level 2 of Lead Belly. So I'm no longer going to take damage from eating irradiated food and water.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And Cap, we were talking quite a bit initially, just to get situated, and then we all went and took our breaks.
Okay, Cap.
Not just Lead Belly, but Lead Belly level 2, where I'm immune to it.
Were we supposed to implement our upgrade already, or?
I believe so.
Okay. Know what you're taking, Johnny?
We might have a furry little companion joining us on this journey.
You're going with dog meat.
Indeed, I am.
I went with shotgun surgeon.
I gotta wait one more level before I can do more medic stuff.
Mine's not. Mine wasn't a medical choice.
Still
Paint with
searching.
with numbers, more or less, like the number of shotgun shells that I expend.
I definitely
That'll
had
do
to
some
go with.
type of painting.
I definitely had to go with the self-preservation. Not having radiation or checks anymore is going to be nice.
Yeah, it's all right.
I mean, you don't have to worry about it at all, Mr. Robot. Without
Good show.
personal,
Good show.
yeah.
feline is loving the attention.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, with the kitties. And, vampire, yeah. Oh great, another target for Cap to kill.
Yep.
Do you not remember, Minsky? What happened with our wonderful?
I do. I'll get another dog meat if it comes to that.
I'll just
Can we make
keep
it?
collecting dogs.
But instead of a meat bag, can a Minsky have a cyber?
Robopup?
Yep.
I don't know Australia's. He's already killed a cow. Well, a Brahmin.
Yeah,
Horribly and graphically.
Ironically, when I switched our screens back on the Roll20 interface on the bottom right hand corner of what our viewers can see, it just shows Dynamo and then the red dot.
Oh no.
That's in
So
chat.
I have a question or like some food for thought.
Yes.
Really got to
And-
talk
and-
about food after talking about a dead Brahmin.
Of course,
Hey, they're good eating.
yummers. No, but since Fantasy Grounds is our new sponsor, are you gonna start getting learned up on?
Is Cybernation Uncensored there? Is Rob there?
Are you gonna have homework?
Well, it depends on if I can get access to it. So, I would
Rob?
much prefer to switch over to Fantasy Grounds. So,
That's what we're playing in our D&D game with some buddies of mine. It's
Yeah.
quite nice.
I prefer Fantasy Grounds over Roll20. We'll see. Cap thought he was Bart Simpson. He's talking to John. Don't have a cow, man. Cats are. But yeah, we'll see about migrating over. I don't know yet. I haven't gotten access to it yet. And I am actually really broke right now. Spent too much money. So I don't have any cash to start up my account on there. So yeah, but we'll see.
As Rob mentioned something after Gen Con. About
Oh,
where
there we
things-
go. We'll migrate to Fantasy Grounds soon. There we go. Awesome. So there's the answer, folks. We will migrate to Fantasy Grounds soon. Very much so like to do that.
Thanks, Abbe.
Goodness, sorry. My Ritalin is now wearing off, and my Adhood's now kicking in, so I'm waiting for those two to just kind of equalize out in my brain.
Time to do a line of synth coke.
Yeah, well, that's what my coffee's here for. This is my delicious
Synth
stimulant. The amount of coffee that I drink, I might as well be snorting synth coke. So, let's see. We got our players leveling up from 4 to 5, and I overheard a little bit. I know Camacho wants to give me a aneurysm and took the shotgun surgeon because they have decided that the best
Take my
possible
numbers.
option is to make my brain leak out of my nose with math. So thanks. I'm gonna let you handle the math.
Well,
Thanks, but no thanks. I don't want the math.
it kind of synergizes with the other perks that I have.
Oh yeah, I totally understand. It's just the shotgun surgeon perk itself is like it's a pile of math. So enjoy your math.
Bloody mess and better criticals and on
Yep.
top of shotgun surgeon.
Is that what Captain Mark took right before he zeroed me?
Yep. Yep. Right before you got one by a shotgun. Yes, that is exactly what happened, and
Spitting stuff.
that's why I said that it is an aneurysm. And Vampire and I were actually talking with Darren Drader last time. We were playing Pacific Northwest, and I said, if you want to make your GM hate their lives and hate mathematics more, then pick Shotgun Surgeon. So thanks. So we've got Shotgun Surgeon. Minsky, I overheard you talking about getting a new meat bag.
Indeed, I've got a little dog meat that maybe comes wandering down the hill from a room we did not explore.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay. Shao. I did not overhear what you selected.
So I have decided to go with Barbarian. Yeah, my strength will give me a +1 physical DR in all locations, as long as I'm not wearing power armor.
Which perk is that?
Barbarian?
Oh, okay.
I want to see you get Pain Train next. No.
Wait, that's...
Then I have to have power armor to use it.
I don't remember that one. Physical DR. Okay,
Physical
yeah.
book is in page 60.
Okay, so what, your DRs... Don't forget to increase that on your defense. Was your defense only 1?
No, my DR, not defense.
Oh, okay. Yeah, make sure you get that added in there.
Yep.
And then I did overhear Murphy's very wise choice of Lead Belly perk. That's like one of my favorites. And if my own character was not a ghoul, I would do that as well. But for ghouls, they want the radiation, so yeah. All right, so we've got our players leveled up. Have you guys also put in your skills?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right, so we've got our
Bumped up my
skills.
survival a little bit.
Smart. Okay. Don't forget the max is 6.
Not even close.
Okay.
My
all right.
speech and now survival are both at 4, so
Okay.
getting there.
So we've got our skills done. You all put in your HP, and you've got your perks. So yeah. Was that one of the ones I was thinking of doing next? Do what Shao did. Do the barbarian. Oh wait, you already have barbarian. Okay. But yeah, the lot of you have survived this pretty grave encounter with remnants of what probably came from a grave. Again, you don't know how long those individuals had been dead, but you had fought off the amalgam of these body parts, trying to get all of you. They got Greg, but a lot of you survived, and you've headed back down the hill again, and you've started heading back on the road towards GD. And as the lot of you are making your way over towards the actual road itself, you can hear a quiet rustling on the side of the road.
No.
Halt! Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
It smells like wet fur?
So I'm pulling out where it is in the book. There we go.
Like,
Yep, I got it. All right, and as the lot of you stop and look around, why does it keep going back to that on here? It should be on here. There we go. As a lot of you stop and look around, and the sensors pick up the smell of wet fur, Camacho pulls out her machete, and Shaw's already got the knife at the ready. What you see emerge from this bush itself, from behind these bushes, is it looks like one of the Formosan dogs that you had dealt with in the past, but not as large as the fully grown ones. But you see this dog come on out from this bush, and it just seems to be sniffing at the air, and its tail is wagging.
Ooh, dinner.
Dinner?
No. No.
What do you mean no?
The tasting?
That's fresh meat.
Minsky starts yelling, "Back! Back!"
I need to try something. Komenzi?
The dog's ears perk up as you speak German at it.
He wags one of his claws at it.
All right, and you've got the dog meat perk, so the dog comes over. It seems to be panting and wagging its tail. You can see the dog itself. As I said, it's one of these Formosan dogs. I'm gonna put up a picture real quick.
The easiest meal we've ever had to deal with.
Formosan mountain dogs. They are. If they're not the really, really mean ones in packs, they are absolutely freaking adorable. I love Formosan mountain dogs. It is also just known as the Taiwan dog as well. But Formosan mountain dogs are they're super cute, and they are super playful. I'm going to give you the link on here, Minsky, and I'm going to drop it in the Discord, and you can pick out which dog you want to be yours, and send me back the picture, and I'll put it up on the Twitch stream. So go ahead and search and pick.
Show us what our flavor of the meal is going to be.
But yeah,
I was slowly worrying.
Huh?
Tastes like chicken.
smells like wet fur, tastes like chicken. So for those of you who are in our community that are watching, one of the perks that can be taken is called dog meat, which literally allows you to get a level 1 companion. Our player here, Stinkpalm, previously had a Brahmin with their character who is now dead, and the Brahmin is also dead. But yeah, this the difference between the trader, being a trader and having the Brahmin with you and taking the perk, is that in the game, if the dog for dog meat dies, you actually get another dog. For our previous trader, mad scientist, if he had made his way and survived out to getting to Shweli, he could have actually gotten a new Brahmin. But yeah, it's not automatic like
Blowed up.
is.
He
Yes,
blowed up.
And so it looks like we've got our picture here. So there we go. All right, so that's the pupper you want.
That is the pupper Minsky desires. Yes.
Okay. So, for those of you that are watching on Twitch, you can now see the pupper. This is a Formosan mountain dog. They are pretty well temperament. They are also absolutely adorable, and they have super short hair, so they're actually really easy to clean up. But yeah, so
Delicious.
This dog comes up and it's wagging its tail and panting, looking up at Minsky the robot. It seems to be quite enamored with this floating ball with a thunder thruster.
Well, look at you! Aren't you a good boy? This one's mine! If anyone touches it,
Please don't make
I
me
take their
bark.
fucking hands.
You don't even need to eat.
But I love
But
it.
It's not for food.
What do you mean it's not food?
Eat your mutt fruit or some shit.
Well, it's a mutt, and I bet it can taste fruit-wise.
Murphy,
Yeah.
you're relatively new here, but I will not tell you twice.
It might turn out
touched
to
the
be a good
sweet
bird
pupper.
dog.
You touch the sweet pupper, and that is the last thing you'll do.
Minsky's new pet can probably help us with finding other things to fill our bellies.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right, all right.
It-
You can work with that.
Yeah. If it'll help us get food, then by all means, let's keep it alive.
Its life is not conditional.
Of course not. With your permission, may I pet it? And again, just to be safe, if it will even let me.
Setson? Go for it.
And
it sits and just waits.
And I will reach my hand out and let it sniff my hand.
Trying to find some sound effects that don't make it sound like a demon.
And then I'll pet it.
All right.
It does seem like a good boy. Are you going to name it? Or is Setson its name?
No, Setson, it's a command my father taught me. Dogs seem to respond really well to that language.
Interesting. Okay. So, name?
It will come with time.
Okay.
There we go. I like
Mutt
these.
Chop looks like a good name.
Butt chop.
Dinner.
Uh-huh.
Up to you. You get to pick the name if you want to name it. If you don't, you don't.
Sirenscape's very aggressive at the moment.
Yes.
Yeah, you'll have to give me a minute on the name.
I'm just trying to find individual dog, and I've got a couple on here that I will now add into my soundscape. Why are none of you saving? Why? Do I drag? Don't I? Aren't I just supposed to click add? Why are you being so picky? Alright, it's being picky. I will deal with that later. But yeah, so you now have a dog. You can take as long as you need to name it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that into a token after the game, and I will drop that into our Fallout's 2d20 on roll 20. Let me pull our map back up. There we go. So yeah, the lot of you are back on the road, and as you are now heading down, you have this dog that is following you. The road itself, as I said, it's going downhill, and that's why I needed folks to do endurance athletics check. For Camacho, it was now it's barking. What? But it's not even. So
Endurance survival.
It's because we're on the road again? Because it just can't wait to get back on the road again?
sorry, that killed my soul a little bit. Alright, there we go. Select off. Mood element. Starts with mood. No, mood. And then I want to add. See, now it's just barking by itself. I didn't even click it that time. What is going on here? They aren't active. None of them are active. So confused. Either way.
Maybe you need to send it to obedience school.
The Sirenscape? No, it's
Yeah.
me. It's me who needs to do more learning because I'm an idiot sometimes, and it just is what it is. So a lot of you are back on the road. You've done your checks, and yes, Camacho did a different check because Camacho decided that she was going to ride the ride the wheelchair like Professor Xavier. As all of you started going down, and Minsky now has a dog following him very close behind. That seems to be quite interested in literally becoming. What the fuck? Why?
Because it's a dog.
It's taunting you.
Jeez.
It is taunting me because it's not even listed in my mood anymore. It's not there. So confused.
Someone from Sirenscape is just mocking you.
That is probably it. Somewhere, like the heads of Sirenscape are just like, let's fuck with him a little bit. All of you are heading on down. Now, what I need all of you to do... You've already done your checks. I'm going to be switching up our time up on here. It is now getting much later in the day. It's around noon. And so what I do need all of you to do is please change your hunger, your thirst, and your sleep. Move all of them down by 1. And Minsky, you now have a dog that has these survival aspects, so you'll be doing the tracking for the dog under your little thingy on here. So that'll be moving down the hunger, thirst.
I've made a terrible mistake.
Yep. Because you now have a little animal that relies on you for care and love. And food and water and healing. And antibiotics. Dio. So,
I mean, just remember, if we run out of food for the dog, we turn the dog into food.
I think that barking, that is now taunting me because I can't control it anymore. That barking is your response. No, the dog does not want to become food.
It's out of control.
MRE. we'll name the dog MRE.
I don't know. I
Neon gets it.
I get it too. That's so depressing. I used to stock up on MREs just in case, so yeah. Not DRE, MRE. Rob's gonna work
Meal
the
ready to
Science at
eat.
Gen Con. Oh my god. All y'all in the States with these conventions, and I'm just sitting here praying to God I don't die from COVID. So each of you has moved down your stats. What was that, Minsky? Go for it.
Just to clarify, there's a little blurb in the dog meat description that says if you need to forage for food and water, your dog looks after themselves.
Yes.
So, I mean, the Excel Saga explained it right, because I think this dog's name needs to be Menchie. Because Menchie was the main character's emergency food supply dog that she adopted. And the closing song of every episode is the dog just singing a journal about how he somehow survived the day, but is not expecting to survive tomorrow because he's going to be dinner at some point.
I'm not sure why I remember this. I don't know why I remember this, but I remember exactly what you're talking about. It was the cutest.
It's a great anime that's absolutely ridiculous and fantastic.
What was the anime again? I don't even remember its name.
It is called the Excel Saga.
Oh my god, yes! Holy shit, I haven't seen that in like 15 years, but I remember that. Oh my lord. Okay, so
Spreadsheets just go right over my head.
Watch it before our next episode, and
It's
it'll make so much
fucking
sense.
hilarious.
It'll be amazing.
I can
At least
guarantee
at
you'll love it.
minimum the first episode. Yeah.
So yeah, there you go, folks. Excel Saga. Look it up. It's great. It's fucking hilarious. If you want just a feel-good, hilarious, stupid anime, that's all you gotta go to. So yeah, the lot of you are heading on down, and as was already mentioned by Minsky, the dog does take care of its own needs. So when you all need to stop, it will take care of those needs. But we still need to track.
Cool.
Just
Sweet. Awesome.
And
Just wanted to make sure I... Yeah, never mind. No. Yeah. Just clarifying. Just wanted to see.
Yeah, so the dog will take care of the needs. As it says on here, so if any of you are curious about the dog meat, it's on page 63. So keen senses, one of the senses is especially keen. They can attempt to detect creatures or objects, which characters normally cannot. They reduce the difficulty of all other perception tests. In the description, it says if you need to forage for food and water, your dog looks after themselves. If your dog is slain, then you can either find a new dog before the next adventure, or you may trade this perk for a different one. So again, this is the difference that happened between the dog meat and Dynamo. So that's the big difference. Now, our weather is what is going to be changing as all of you start heading over towards Gili. You can feel a heat wave coming in, just like England right now, dealing with the 40-degree temperatures. A lot of you can feel 40, 42, 45 degree Celsius temperatures as the heat starts rolling up the mountain, as a lot of you are descending it towards Gili. What I would need all of you to do is please add 1 fatigue. Now, what's happening is, unlike our previous movements between different areas, Shuili and Jili are actually super redonkulously close to each other. And so over the course of feeling this heat wave, dealing with the monster, or getting the dog, between all of that, and making that singular skill check, you're able to get down to this next settlement. Gili is there, and you are coming from up a hill, and you can see that Gili seems to be a settlement literally built around this extremely large temple. And so the temple, which is in the center of all of this kind of post-apocalyptic sprawl, you can see that it is buzzing. It is moving with people. The outside of this town, it looks as if they have built up, similar to Shuili, they've built up their walls and barricades using old car parts, as well as, like, what's that called? The metal that's wavy. It's not like...
Wavy metal.
Corrugated?
Corrugated. Like, no, not corrugated. Here in Taiwan, they actually use it very frequently for roofs because it reflects back heat and it's waterproof.
I'd be corrugated, wouldn't it?
Is it? Check. Am I stupid? Yes. Okay, I'm just stupid. Sorry. Whenever I think corrugated, I think of the ones that have like the little the walkings, the steel that you use for walking on.
Rebar.
No, the one that has like it's bumpy when you walk on it. It's a flat sheet, but it's got all those bumps used in like construction places.
Yeah, not that.
No.
What is that?
Don't remember the name of that one.
Okay, yeah. So you can see that the walls of this town are created with quite literally old cars, corrugated steel, bricks and mortar that people had stacked up over the course of the years. But as much as this post-apocalyptic setting around it seems to be, the one thing that is quite pristine is this massive, massive temple at the center of this settlement. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull this on up, and I'm going to share this with our players so you guys can see. Because the Jili Temple is actually famous in Taiwan for its size and the amount of celebrations that are done there. And the temple itself in our Fallout Asia seems to be very, very well kept. So I'm going to drop that over in our Discord chat. And I see the Excel Saga dog. That is, yes. That poor pupper. And I'm going to put this up on our screen for our screens to see. Give me 1 second. Go. So you, as all of you can see on the interface right now, is that the this temple is absolutely massive. The entire town is built around this very, very gigantic temple. There's people walking around. It's got all of these borders set around it, and the one thing that you do notice is that snaking down the road next to the actual temple itself is the river, and so you guys have now come back towards the river. The road has finally gone next to the river as you are all descending down towards it.
Is there a van by it?
No, there is not a van down by the river.
Okay.
Man.
But there is a pile of government cheese sitting there.
Ah.
Now I'm lost. Government cheese?
It's from the van down by the river bit.
Yeah. It's one of the things, yeah.
Swear to God, do I have to break out another behemoth? Is this what needs to happen?
No.
In the middle of the temple, they're worshipping a behemoth. That's what's happening. But so
When you say they're worshipping it, are they giving it like a hot bath? Or
this is not a what was that movie? What was that adorable movie? Spirited Away. This is not Spirited Away. So
Adorable might be the wrong word to use. For
yeah,
a
I
good
was
portion
thinking
that
more of
film.
like a yaoi or hentai.
this
Well,
might
it's
be
been fun, folks.
They were
Cybernation
worshipping-
uncensored, but we're not going that far. Thank you, sir. My God. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, everybody in between, it is your turn to drink now. So what you can see on screen right now is what they see as they are coming up. This bridge that crosses over the canal is blocked off by this corrugated steel, old buses and trucks, and you can see that folks are over there in the town itself. They seem to be milling about. What are you all going to do? Are you going to try and go up to the town and enter the town? Are you going to circumnavigate it? What do you want to do?
It's noonish.
It's noonish, and you're dealing with a heat wave. So all of you
Go into the
are
town, find a
dripping
place
sweat.
where. Go
Yeah,
into the town and find a place to lick our wounds.
Yeah. And get under some
So-
shade.
Before we go in there, I want to see if I can see any ghouls in there.
Go ahead and roll a perception intelligence check. Oh wait,
But that's
hold
a
on.
good-
Yeah, that's
any-
2. Sorry. Perception. Well, you're trying to check before you get up there, so give me perception sneak. I'm trying to do it sneakily.
And
Okay.
can I do one as well? Because I want to see if there's people or ghouls and or robots. Perception and sneak.
Let me roll
Got one.
for our DB. With the continued wonderful D4. DB2. You are unable to see that distance unless you have binoculars or a scope. No?
I think that got blown up.
Oh right, that was
Got
with
vaporized.
yeah, that was with your old character, not your okay. So yeah, you
Those
were unable
valves.
to see. Oh, those valves. Oh right, yeah, because he mounted it on the yeah. Okay, you're unable to
Yeah,
see.
and we vaporized his badass rifle.
Yep. And Murphy, you're also unable to see, so you're not really able to see very much detail of who is inside the town from this distance, unless you try to close the distance and get closer.
I don't always like going into places unless they're nice to ghouls.
That's fair. Why don't you stay back a little ways and let us go the distance, and we'll take it slow. We won't go for speed, and we'll see what type of people are in there.
All right. I'll stay back.
Right, so Xiao is staying back. Minsky, are you staying back or are you heading towards?
Yeah, I'll head towards.
Oh, all right, that's a fun one. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are interested in creating your own settlements instantaneously, I have a perchance generator for Fallout Settlement Generator, and I just created quite the interesting one. So you're heading up, Minsky, yes?
Yep.
All right, and Camacho, you're going.
Yep.
And Murphy, you're going.
Yeah.
Right. So the.
And I think I'm going to stay out of sight.
Yeah.
Okay. The lot of you start heading up towards this place, and as I mentioned, you get up to this wall of corrugated steel, but you can see that it is on some kind of rollers. It can be moved because this is a trade spot or a trade route between Jili and Shuili. And so a lot of you walk on up, and you can see that the corrugated steel gate is rolled open already. Seems as if the town is allowing people in. What you do see on the other side of this wall, though, as you are starting to approach, is you see somebody there who is standing there ready to go. They seem to be the local security, and it is in fact a ghoul. There is a ghoul standing there, and they have a combat rifle and heavy armor. And they look over at you and they call over, welcome to Jili. Make your way in. Can I ask your folks' names? I've never seen you before.
Hey, Minsky.
But of
This
course,
little pupper is Hansel.
but of course, my name is Murphy, and good afternoon. And this is, and I point to Camacho to let them introduce themselves.
Ma'am, it is neat to know. I'm security. I don't know who you folks are. I've never seen you before.
Reluctantly, Camacho.
All right. Cute dog. Keep an eye on him. Some of the folks here, they're hungry. I'm not sure if you all have noticed, but we've been having some forest fires in the area lately, so a lot of our crops are gone. But you can feel free to come on in. We had somebody who was supposed to be heading up today. Have any of you seen? What was that smelly bastard's name? And he starts thinking. Have any of you seen Greg?
Unfortunately,
Yes, actually, unfortunately,
he's passed into the next life.
Yeah, he thought he was able to save the day, and there was a village up the way that the house was on fire, and he tried running in to save the people, but he wasn't able to make it out in time, and everybody inside had already died. We hadn't gotten there early enough. And yeah, I'm spinning a huge web of lies to make him believe the story that I'm spinning.
All right, go ahead and roll me a let's see, charisma speech check, please.
Okay.
Opposed. Okay, you win. I got a crit fail.
Cool.
He seems to be extremely distracted by a young ghoul that seems to be crouching in a nearby bush, very, very visibly, and is just like, yeah. Who's
That's our friend Xiao. That's our friend Xiao, and she is hesitant to go into new places where there aren't people of her ilk, and we can see that there obviously are here, so we'll go grab her. But again,
Ilk?
she'd rather be
Smooth skin. Try that again. What did you call me?
not smooth skin. She places that only have smooth skins or robots have been less than kind to people like you two, and so she's wanting to be cautious. That's all.
That's a little bit better. All right.
Come
on, kid.
I'm imagining Xiao like hiding, decided to climb a tree to watch, right? And then like comes falling out of the tree on the ground, hits the ground, and like lifts up the thing like, wow, he's really cute.
Come on over, Xiao.
And he comes over like, hey, I'm Xiao. What's your name?
Hey there, little one. My name's Kai. I'm local security here, just trying to make sure no riffraff come on in. But welcome, folks. This is Geely. Main temple that you can see right there. Recommend all of you head there. If you're here to make any offerings, please do not leave any partially consumed food. As I said, we've got some starving folks here. They might try swiping it. And keep your eyes out for any rad roaches. We've had a couple sneak into the city since the last forest fire, so just be careful about that. But other than that, come on in. And if you cause any trouble, I'm gonna put a bullet in your skull. Other than that, have a good day, folks.
On that, are you in need of some perhaps services in either helping clear out the red roaches and maybe cultivate them for food to help feed your people, and maybe paying a nominal wage to adventurers who are willing to assist with something like that?
Well, the one thing that I do know about food is that, holy shit, you smell a lot like garlic. Are you?
As
Are you
I
sure
said,
Greg
we were
isn't
traveling.
around?
As I said, we were traveling with Greg when he tried to run into that house and didn't make it out.
As you know, when garlic burns, it kind of leaves a scent on anything nearby.
All right. Well, if you're talking about the roaches, I'm just security for the gates. You can probably head over towards the temple. There might be somebody there you can talk to. I recommend you try and track somebody down by the name of. Give me 1 second. Meredith. You can go find Meredith. She's a person who pretty much deals with food, the farming, local wildlife kind of stuff. But for me, I'm just making sure nobody comes in trying to raid town.
Well, thank you for your courtesy and introductions, and we will be on our way to meet this Meredith.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, I need you to stop. And you can see his attention gets deviated away.
And we will go look for. Well, I'll go look for this Meredith person if everybody else wants to follow along.
Yeah, as Minsky's hovering along, like he's got Hansel like walking in tow, like between him and his cane, just to kind of keep a barrier.
I'm gonna be nice to the dog.
I'm taking notes down now because you guys were asking me last time about names and I didn't remember, so I'm trying to make sure I write these down because these are randomly generated and I don't. It's as soon as the page closes down, they're all gone. So yeah, give me 1 second.
This isn't for you, Murphy. This is because they warned me that people in this town are hungry.
Fair. Good call. Thank you. Just
You
wanted to
fuckers
clarify.
are ready to eat this sweet boy. Who knows what they'll be ready to eat?
True. Well, again,
Fuckers.
hey, if we're able to find and take out these red roaches and maybe bring the food back, we can kill 2 birds. We can get paid for helping them and paid for delivering food.
Two birds? I thought we were killing rad roaches.
Colloquial phrase from
I'm so confused.
the Americas.
Dogs, birds, roaches. What the hell's going on?
We're gonna try to kill.
Oh my.
We're gonna see if we can get paid to kill roaches and bring back food.
So the local issues that were mentioned by Kai, as he said, there were some fires that were happening in the local forest. It also wiped out some of the food that they had been trying to farm. There is some minor starvation issues. Finally, there's the rad roaches encroaching into the town due to the fires. So yeah, the lot of you head on in, and as you move further in towards the settlement, you can see more and more people. There seems to be quite a few people across this small town that is built up around this temple itself, and a lot of them seem to be dressed very, very similarly, if not identically. They're all wearing similar kinds of workers outfits that have either a pin or a wrap or some kind of signifier with some old school script writing on it that seems to be of religious significance. But other than that, what you notice is that there are ghouls within the area. They're mostly non-mutated and non-ghoulified people. You don't notice any robots that are meandering around, but you do make your way in towards the settlement. What do you guys want to do? You said you wanted to go
Towards the
look for Meredith.
Yep.
Is there anything else?
Not at the moment, because it's around noon, so it's not so late that we might want to try to look for housing or anything. But at least, yeah.
Fix this up real quick. All right. So as you guys are heading in, you can see that there is a road literally lined with vendors. Most of them are dealing with non-consumable items. You can see that some are giving out, or sorry, not giving out. Some are selling clothing. There seems to be some that are selling armor. There seems to be some people that are selling resources and trinkets. You see multiple stands that have this religious iconography in multiple different ways, whether it is posters or scrolls, these armbands, these pins. You can see that there's lots and lots of them. You do not notice any food stalls. You don't really smell the smell of any food other than the remaining stank of garlic coming off of Murphy. And the dog does not seem to be sniffing at the air very much. Hansel, you said? Right?
Yeah.
Hansel does not seem to be overly bothered or overly curious as a lot of you head in towards this area. From there, there are a couple of these small streets, and at the very, very end of it, as housings on the outside, you can see this very large temple at the end of the road. And the assumption would be that you guys are able to move to any point within here. You can move to the temple, you can try asking around at the shops. So what are you all going to do? Because you said you wanted to look for Meredith, so how do you want to do that?
Yep. So I would head. He said over by the temple, so I would first head to the temple and then start asking around there.
All right. So you start heading over directly to the temple, and you can see that one of the people there seems to be this. Sorry, not people. There are several people there who seem to be actively worshiping at one of the shrines in front of the temple itself, and all of them seem to be ghouls.
Is anybody not presently worshipping? Because I don't necessarily want to interrupt anybody.
From what you can see, no. It looks as if the people that are here at the temple are actively worshipping either at the smaller altars or at the main building.
Then I would take a look around for any maybe passersby to interrupt that's not worshipping. Maybe if I have to backtrack a little bit, but
Try that again, one more time.
I would take a look around to see if maybe there's any passersby that are close by that I could interrupt on their path without interrupting anybody that's praying.
Yeah, there are still people milling about outside of the temple, and you're able to stop one of the people. It's like, hey, what can I help you with?
I'm terribly sorry for the interruption, but the gentleman, the guy at the gate said that if we were interested in something, we should talk to a Meredith, and we're not entirely sure who that is. Do you know who Meredith is?
Yeah, Meredith. She's the one that leads afternoon prayer. You guys, if you're looking for her, you can wait around until afternoon prayer. It should be starting soon. If you want to talk to her, you'll have to wait until after then, though.
Okay. I thank you for that. And about how long does the prayer take?
Well, once you hear the bell going off, most people here are going to be heading there. All the locals come. Most of the people that come in from out of town are either traders or they're trying to visit the temple. So most everybody's going to be going there.
I meant how long does the ceremony take? Like after the bell, how long until we would be able to speak to Meredith?
Probably about an hour.
About an hour? Okay. So we have several hours or an hour and a half or so to kill.
I wouldn't recommend killing anybody here. That wouldn't be a good idea.
Not killing any. I apologize. Terminology. We will wait. Thank you for letting us know, and we will keep an eye out for Meredith.
No problem. God, I can't remember that word. Oh, there we go. Zaijian. It means like until. It's kind of like Alvieder's until we see you again. But they say goodbye. But the Zaijian you can hear and Xiao can tell, especially since Xiao is Taiwanese and grew up in the Taiwanese culture as well. Specifically, that Zaijian is something more formal. It is more along the lines of like a formal goodbye. Something that you probably would not pick up on. But yeah, they've said that the Meredith would be one of the people leading the ceremony at the temple. You guys have about an hour and a half until that is over, and the worship starts when the bells start tolling inside of the temple.
Cool. So, I'm okay just finding a shaded area and hanging out close to the temple. I don't want to be disrespectful, so I won't try to find shaded space in the temple and just hang out, maybe, but near-ish, and wait for the bells to chime so that I can then peek inside to see who the fuck is leading it, this Meredith person, so I'll know who to look for after.
Well, I mean, till the bell tolls. I mean, if anyone wants to do some shopping or something,
Women's a tolling
otherwise we
for.
could just get out of the shade or get into the shade.
I'm more for getting into the shade right now. If anybody wants to do some shopping, I'll be more than happy to follow along and maybe help barter.
So,
Your
if
prerogative.
everybody, even the traders, go when the bell tolls. Maybe we should do some shopping while they're doing their prayers.
That would probably be a bad idea.
How
Well,
can we shop if the
uh,
traders aren't there?
5-finger discount.
I only have 3 claws.
Again, we so far we saw the one ghoul. I don't know how many, or we saw the one security. I don't know how many more they may have, and I'd rather not risk it yet.
I mean, it doesn't matter how many of them we see. It matters whether they see us.
Right? And so we don't know how many eyes may potentially see us.
Maybe one person does the shopping and a few of us do the looking out for the person shopping.
If you guys want to go that route, I'm willing to assist if necessary. I would probably frown upon us doing that, though, because I don't think it would end well.
It sounds a bit nefarious for my taste. I think if that's the route, Hansel and I will just go find this little overhang.
We could do it as a test, just something quick, and then come back. See if anyone notices. Just start small.
If you guys don't want to, we don't. But I mean,
I would be disinclined to that pursuit of activities. At least right now in this area. I'd rather us be able to scope it for a little bit longer and get an idea and a routine down before we try something like that. Doing so right now or at that bell feels very haphazard and more risk than reward.
Grandma says no, Shao.
I'd hate to have Kai bury a bullet in my optics.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't want to make time.
So what we're going to do here, now that you guys have an idea of what you want to be doing in the area, we're going to take our break here. This is where we're going to end the episode. And when we come back in, you can either go and find your 5-finger discount, you can rest under some shade, or if any of you are interested to see what's going on at the temple, we can see what's going on there once that bell starts to ring. So folks, I'm going to switch this over to our names on here, the player names, and go ahead and give your outro. We're going to start off with Violent Neon.
Hey everybody, I am Violent Neon. I have been Murphy this evening, and every Friday that's whom I will be. And when not Fridays, you can find me on Cybernation Uncensored's Discord as Violent Neon. And watch Excel Saga.
Alright, thank you. Tracy, go for it.
Hi, I'm Tracy, or Steve Cloud 007. I've been playing Xiao, the bored teenage ghoul. And when I'm not out here, you can catch me on Cybernation's Discord or Twitter.
Thank you. John, go for it.
Hey everyone, I'm John. I have been playing your newly christened dog father, Minsky, the Nurse Handybot, this evening. You can find me here every Friday. Other Sandman 3096 in the chat. You can also find me lurking over on the Cybernation Uncensored Discord as Johnny Drop. And I have a SoundCloud at Artsin if you'd like to check that out. Hopefully, things are back on track. We will get some music out soon.
Woo! And Raven, go for it.
Hey everyone, I'm Raven. I've had the pleasure of playing Camacho, the very handy, capable, less scrupulous member of the team, Merc Survivor. You can catch me all over the internet at Doña Trece Cuervo. Be on the lookout for my high riders. They'll turn up soon. We have an open slot in in our team, in our current team. So if you wanted, if anyone wants to jump in with us and join our merry band of misfits, get in contact with Cap.
You too
Thank
could
you.
lose a leg.
You too could get vaporized. All right, thank you, Raven. And
There's a lot of ways you can die in space.
There's a lot of ways you can die in space and in Fallout. Role-playing games are every kind of possible death. Who knows? But thank you, Raven. I was going to mention that at the very end. Now that I've finished my first week of work. So, folks, as Raven pointed out, we are still looking for a player. So, if you are interested in joining our merry band of misfits. You want to join our merry band of misfits dealing with the post-apocalyptic wastes. I will be sending out some messages to a couple more folks. I've reached out to a few who have been unable to join us, either due to scheduling issues or due to their own streams, or because, in the US right now it's Friday night, so a lot of people are going out and doing stuff. For me, it's a Saturday morning, so yeah. But I will be sending out a couple more messages to folks to see if they are interested. If you are actively interested, you can feel free to message me over on Discord. You can find me as Capricious Nature over on our Discord. And you can also check out the Modifius Discord as well. They are still growing quite rapidly, so go ahead and check them out as well. I'm going to find out from Vampire soon. Hopefully we'll both find out if we're going to have our game tomorrow or not for the Pacific Northwest. And you can feel free to check out the generators that I've created over on my Reddit post for the Perchance generators. So ladies and gentlemen and everybody in between, thank you so much for the 2 weeks of patience now that I have started a new job. Congratulations to you, John, as well, about starting a new job. Now that we have both started new jobs, things are starting to calm down a little bit, and we will be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel, dealing with the same Fallout, horrible, evil, grim, dark deliciousness. So everybody, have a wonderful week. See you later.
Cybernation